you're familiar with this kind of thing, if you've heard of us before, or if you're already in the so-called pickup community, then you will already be familiar with this term. Generally, before people go up and start talking to a stranger, even if they're asking for directions, they tend to feel a little bit of anxiety about it. They feel like maybe they're going to get rejected or something along those lines. It's really common, even among the best, the guys who have been doing this for years and years. And it doesn't really go away, but what we focus on is managing it. So as you already heard, I was talking about approach anxiety.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk a little bit more about that, and then if you have some particular questions, then you can certainly pipe in, or if you have some comments. All right.
Sounds good.
Okay, so as I was saying, we can't really eliminate approach anxiety, but what we can do is we can learn how to handle it. One of the things is just to be aware of the fact that that it's normal and there's nothing wrong with that. And that generally speaking, when you first get started, when you first go out to that social place, that club or bar or cafe or bookstore or wherever it might be, when you haven't spoken to anybody maybe all day, so you're not really in that talkative state. So you shouldn't expect to get those great reactions when you first start talking to people, because you're not all that talkative. Your brain is going to be a little bit slow maybe when you first get started, but then once you get talking to people, then you get sort of what we call in state, and it comes across through your body language and through your voice tonality. You'll be more confident. You'll come across as more confident, and then people will want to talk to you. It's just like if you've been on the street asking for directions, you may have had a hard time the first couple of times you started, the first couple of people you tried to stop. But as you talked to more of them, as you started doing it more, you just started going, hey, I need these directions, and somebody's going to give them to me, and eventually it goes. What's been your experience with approach anxiety?
Oh, approach anxiety. Oh, my old friend. I've recently been really moving towards just embracing the feeling, and for a while I was trying to fight it, and when I wouldn't approach, I'd beat myself up, especially as my skill set was really improving a lot as I was going out every night. So I was getting really good after the set would hook. Everything was going amazingly well. But so I always felt I should be over this feeling by now. It's like I should be able to do this.
Right,
but,
right.
Now I just realized, okay, I feel it, and I'm okay with that. And I realized that this feeling is excitement, and that helps a lot. That's been really helping a lot.
Yeah, that's a really good point, because I know that I shared this story at the last boot camp, and I know that Awesome, one of our alumni guys, it really helped him. I told him about the time I was at Starbucks and I started talking to this gorgeous girl, and I talked to her for about 20 minutes or something, and I had to get going because I had another appointment already set up. And so I went to, get her phone number. And as I was getting her phone number, my hand that was holding my cell phone was actually shaking. And, like I know a lot of guys, yeah, I know, right? And, a lot of guys, they would look at that and they would go, oh my God, I'm so nervous, oh my God. But the way I looked at it was, oh man, I really must be really into this girl. This is awesome. I'm talking to exactly the kind of women I want to have in my life. Sweet.
Yeah. One thing I've been doing is one approach every day, regardless of anything. And that's the most important thing I do in my day. The site approachanxiety.com is a really great resource. The guy there has really gone into what is approach anxiety and why do we feel it and how can we use it to enhance our performances and opening and everything.
Was there anything in particular from that you really that really helped you, like one concept or something?
just not beating myself up for not approaching. It was okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure.
A lot of times before I would go, oh, I didn't approach that set, and then I would go move on to the next one. Oh, I didn't approach that one either. So now I have this huge, massive snowball of negativity, and I'm trying to open a set.
Right.
I'm not even having
when
fun
he
myself.
says set, for those of you guys who don't, wait, hold on. What he's talking about is a group of people. That could be, a girl alone, or it could be a girl and a guy, or it could be 10 guys and one girl. That's always fun.
What was I just saying? I completely just lost my train of thought.
Not beating yourself up. Not beating yourself up.
Oh yeah, not beating myself up, because if you're not having fun, there's no way you can bring energy and fun to the set. And a lot of times I would just keep hammering myself, oh, damn, I didn't approach. Why didn't I approach? And instead of trying to just force through and, man up, I guess, and get courage to approach, I just focus on having fun, and things start happening naturally. And I just open naturally, instead of being like, oh, I gotta approach.